Well, hello everybody. All of my dear friends out there, welcome once again to Blind Dad Does. My name is Ira, and I hope that you guys are having a very, very good day. It's been a good day, I think. Today has been a long week, but we are here with you, and hopefully everybody out there is doing well. Got a little bit of the Queen going on here. So, hello, Jolene.
Hello, hello.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here
Dearly
today.
beloved.
Gathered here today to talk about this thing called life. So, today's been a good day. Sort of. Mostly. I'm hurting. I'm out of it. I'm tired. What can I say? But I'm here. I'm here with you. We're all here with you. We're all here with you today on this day of days. This day of wonders. This day of extreme weirdness. This day of Jolene messing around with pink crochet yarn.
As I am finishing my Kirby. And Kirby is pink.
Kirby is pink. So, yes, Jolene is going to be crocheting with you guys today. I'm going to be doing a little bit of art. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing yet, but I'm going to be doing something. Something. Who knows what? But that's part of the journey, my friends. That's part of the journey of this thing we call life and wonder. See, I kick on piano music and suddenly I wax all melancholic and stuff. It's terrible. It's good music, though. We're sending out love and thoughts to our friends down there in the Louisiana areas and Alabama areas and all the other areas that are getting affected by the hurricane. We just heard from them today that they might be out of power for weeks. Weeks? Goodness. Come on, FEMA, you need to get yourself into gear down there. Do right this time compared to last times. That would be good. And beyond that, I had to get my stylus out of my little pen carrier here because, well, I have a very difficult time getting it out of this little thing, but I don't want to, not put it in there because it keeps it safe. And safety is all about what we're here. Yeah, it really is. So, let us get started. I did start a little painting last night. It's crap. Hey, Zor. How you doing? Welcome on in. Come on in. We're just getting ourselves started here. Waxing a little melancholic while the piano music is playing. But I hope you're having a really good day out there. It's been a good day here.
Welcome.
It's been a good day here. I think. Mostly. We're alive and well. It's been today has been a very long week. But otherwise doing okay. Otherwise doing okay, my friend. Glad you're doing well. I'm just getting started with things. I have no idea what I'm going to paint today. I have no idea. It's going to be a mystery. And that's okay. Sometimes that happens. A lot of times I don't have a clue what I'm going to be getting into once I have sat down to do things. But yeah, what I usually do when I don't have an idea of where I'm going with things is I like to get out the pattern stamp tool and pop in a little bit of maybe a dark paint or something like that and just splat some paint across the canvas and see if anything decides to say hello. So that's what we're going to do at the moment. See if there's anything that wants to come out and make an appearance. I don't know if there will or not, but we'll see. This song is very weird to go with after the weird Queen piano song. I definitely need to change this one. Let's get into something a little better. How about sure, this will work. Little Linkin Park piano music, I guess. Okay, so this color scheme is not necessarily working for me right now. Let me try a different one here. So with the way that my eyes work, with the way my blindness works, sometimes doing this kind of thing can help to facilitate me seeing something to work with, you know. It doesn't always, but it can help. Kind of a cool little tree feature thing going on here or something. I don't know. Mostly just a matter of trying to get myself into the flow of things. Because, you know, I'm just sitting down to do things. So, takes a moment to get everything kicked into gear, you know? Get the brain active, get the brain ready to do some creating instead of just exploring or researching or whatever the case may be. That's kind of an interesting viewpoint. Wonder if I can make use of this. It is, yes, it is. It's pretty cool, actually. It's by a girl on YouTube that goes by the name of Gamazda, Gamazda, and she's got like all different kinds of rock songs that she's made into piano versions, which are available to be played here on Twitch because it's not DMCA'd. So we get to still hear some Linkin Park while at the same time, you know, not getting smacked down. It's fun to run with.
Which is awesome because Linkin Park is one of my favorite groups of all time.
It is, yep.
Unfortunately, though, I can't hear it while talking to you, so
yep.
I don't get to hear it.
Nope.
Y'all get to hear it, but not me.
You don't get to hear the awesomeness. And it is awesome. It is most definitely awesome.
I mean, I could sing it. I know the lyrics, but I don't think y'all want that. Especially since I won't be in time with the song.
Right. You'd be quite thrown off. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out which brush I want to use for this. I think I'm going to go with this one here. It's got a nice kind of sketchy feel to it, which tends to be helpful when you're trying to do this kind of a thing.
Attention all personnel. Anyone noticing unusual chromosomal changes following wormhole travel should report to Dr. Honeydew for gender reassignment.
Let's see. How do I want to work this? Let me scooch myself forward here a little bit. I gotta scooch the microphone a little bit too. There we go.
So, Zofire, if you're a fan of Linkin Park, what's your favorite song? Just because I like Linkin Park.
This is a pretty interesting one too. Numb.
Numb's a good one.
Yeah.
Waiting for the End has actually become my favorite song from them. It wasn't always that one, but it's definitely become that one.
In the End or Waiting for the End? I couldn't catch what you said.
Waiting for the End.
Waiting for the End, gotcha. So I'm trying to think, my eyes are catching something to make hold of here, you know, and I'm going to run with it and see what I can do with it. I don't know if I'll be able to manage something or not, but it could be cool. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, which I don't usually do with these things, but the item in question is a little bit on the smaller side, so I'm going to try to, you know, capture it as best as I can here, so. Thank you, I appreciate it. I give it the best shot I can. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but I at least have fun trying. You know, that's kind of the point, just to have fun trying anyway. Let's see. I'm kind of catching there's like the back of a figure here, you know, maybe kind of doing some kind of magical thing here, you know, that I can run with. So I'm kind of like right now doing a little bit of, I guess what you would call like imaginative sketching, where I'm just kind of like letting my hands flow, letting my brain grab hold of whatever it wants to grab hold of, and we'll see if something works out. You know what I mean?
He does actually
do,
use a
yeah.
drawing tablet.
I can show you the one I use here real quick. Here you go. It's a pretty large one. It's a pretty decent sized. It's one of the I just got this not too long ago actually. It's the XP Pen Deco Pro, the large version. And I definitely enjoy it. I was using a Wacom Intuos, and I liked that one okay, but the problem with that one was it's kind of more square shaped than anything, and that is a real issue when you are handicapped. I have both fibromyalgia and arthritis, and so a lot of times when I would try to use that tablet, being square shaped, if I was to kind of get towards the bottom of, like, let's say I wanted to paint something down in here at the bottom of the painting, my hand would be like basically completely off of the tablet, and I'd be right at the edge of the tablet trying to get it to work. So it kind of got a little untenable for me. Very difficult to work with. So I ended up getting this one on the cheap, and I've actually found myself enjoying it a lot more than I do the Wacom. So it feels like I had at one time the Graphire, and it was the Wacom Graphire. It was the big like 24-inch version that I had for 15, almost 18 years worth of time, and I really loved that tablet. That was the one that was like my primary driving force for a long time before I quit doing art altogether when my blindness kicked in. And when I went to pick it back up again last year, when I started painting again, it died. It died a horrible death. But, you know, given the fact that it was as old as it was, it doesn't surprise me. But this tablet feels really similar to it. It has very close kinship with it, you know, sort of inspired by it or something, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm glad that it has kind of like that similar feel, because I missed it. I missed it a lot. So like I said, right now I'm kind of just doing a little bit of like imaginative sketching. I don't know where my brain is trying to take everything here, and I don't know what's going to come about with it, but we'll see what happens. Just kind of following the flow of the patterns and stuff here and there.
Do you do any art yourself so far? So far? I will say so far it looks kind of like a hamster standing with the little stuff at the top. And
a little bit, yeah. It does a little bit. Just kind of taking a look back and seeing what's going on there in the full view. Yeah, I'm definitely getting an animal feel out of this one for sure myself. Kind of wondering where to go with it. But I got a couple of ideas here already, so we'll see. See. So yeah, do you do any art yourself, or are you a game streamer? I'm assuming game streamer because the plays games, but don't really stream. Gotcha. That's okay. I just started back up streaming just within the past couple of months. I was a YouTuber for a very, very long time, and I quit doing everything on YouTube as of this point in time. But I quit everything altogether for a couple of years because of some horrific incidents of terror that happened. But I'm glad to be getting back into it again. The community here has been really awesome and has been really welcoming to us. So it's been a good thing. One problem with this brush is it likes to go really, really, really big and out of control very quickly. So I have to be very careful with it. I said very there a lot, but that's okay. But it's really nice to like do texturing, so that's why I like to use it once in a while. Same goes for this one here. Trying to be careful because I don't want to delete out all of the texturing that's here in the baseline things, but I want to like gather it a little bit more under control, I guess, if that makes sense.
Right. So far, since your name is the way that it is, what kind of games do you like to play?
Red Dead Redemption 2. That's cool. And League of Legends. Our son Seth does League of Legends a lot. He loves that one. It's a very cool game.
Ira is big into the Fallout games.
Yep. Anything Fallout I adore.
My favorite games aren't so interesting. I tend to just like logic games, so.
Well, you like the Zelda games and stuff.
I mean, yes, I like the Zelda games. And Kirby, as I'm doing right now.
Right.
I don't get to play those very often, so. Although the other day, I started playing the Genshin Impact, which I did dig. I just haven't had time to do any more of it, but I have Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I have only played it for an hour. I've played it long enough to have completed 2 of the bosses, and that's it. I haven't done much more. I would like to do more, but I just haven't.
You fail.
I fail. I mean, I know I could easily just go grab it, charge it and everything.
Right.
But I'm okay. I just don't. As I just alluded, I don't even have time to play a PC game, let alone, I mean, granted, you could take a Switch console with you everywhere, but...
Yeah, well. Yeah, I grew up with the Zelda games. They're pretty cool. Back in the day. The time before time.
Yeah, my first Zelda game was the Link's Awakening on the Game Boy. That was my first Zelda. But my favorite nostalgia one is the Ocarina of Time, but storyline and art wise, my favorite one is Twilight Princess. That one's my favorite.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah. I like the storyline of that one the most of the ones I have played.
I definitely enjoy the Fallout games overall. The post-apocalyptic setting definitely like triggered something for me when I was a youth, and had a big influence on me. Had an influence on me, my writing, all kinds of stuff. Yep.
I don't play games that often anymore. It gets boring real quick sometimes. Yeah, I can honestly actually understand that myself. That's kind of what it does to me. It's like I either just don't have the time, and then when I do, I'm just like, yeah. That's why I tend to like logic games more, like word searches and stuff, because it's, I don't know. But again, I still don't spend like hours upon hours doing that either.
Yeah.
All right, I have Kirby's little hands all done. I don't know if I should do the legs right away. I guess I'll do the legs next, and then I'll start attaching.
That'd be cool.
So I unfortunately don't have a darker pink, so Kirby's feet are definitely going to be red.
That's okay. That's okay.
I could have been real retro and done all white Kirby.
That could work too.
Except that's a little late, because I already have the pink body going here.
Right.
I guess I'll do bright red for Kirby's feet, because the next color is a really dark color. I don't know.
Well, I don't know
What do you
either.
think, Zor? I have a bright red color I could do for Kirby's feet, and then I have like a bunch of like more maroon kind of colors. That's kind of it. Bright red. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it's closest to what it should be.
This brush is really laggy. Not sure why.
I love how every time I look up, it looks so drastically different.
That's the way it usually goes for me.
I can't sit here and watch you do it, so when I do look up, it's like, oh, wow, you got like a whole cloudy scenario going on here, a cliffside more pronounced. And what did I get done? I got 2 little arms done.
Yeah, well, you know. Is that Elliot trying to get in?
That was me letting Elliot in,
Gotcha. Our cat
because
is
he wanted
crazy.
out at the beginning.
No, Elliot, you can't help me paint.
Oh, what is he doing?
He's over here trying to help me.
Elliot is our kitty cat, if you couldn't tell. He just walked around my chair. He's all excited. He's like, wait, you got the window open still. Let me look out the window. Do you have any animals, Zor? By the way, do you want me to call you Zor, or is there something else you'd rather us call you?
No. So I have probably a good 1,000 different brushes that I use in Photoshop. The ones that I'm using right now are ones that are specifically made to like emulate oil brushes. So they have like kind of the gouache and that kind of stuff that go with it, which helps when doing sketching, but I don't usually use them for like the final products and stuff. They get a little out of control pretty quickly. So, and I like to have a little bit more fine control. So like to give the paintings a little bit more of an acrylic look as opposed to an oil look. So I'll usually use the oils to get things like meshed together, and then I'll do the other type of brushes that have like harder edges and that kind of thing to do the kind of more refined work. So that's one set, and then I also have other sets that kind of give a little bit of special effects. So if I want to put like a glow or something on, then I can use a couple of different brushes that I've created that help me to add like a glowy kind of a thing really quickly and really easily. I also have some that are like made to emulate clouds and that kind of thing. So what I did was I took like pictures of clouds and made them into brushes and kind of formed them so that when I run the brush across the canvas, the brush itself will randomize quite a bit so that you get like the sort of misty edge look that clouds have, while at the same time being able to form them pretty quickly. So you have a cat named Felix. That's cool. What kind of cat is he? Or is he just a cat? Ours are American short hairs, aka just a cat. Kind of your standard fare. But we love him.
I'd guess black, named after the Felix the cat. Don't
know what kind.
Okay. That's fine.
I asked because like I have had a couple of, other breeds like Russian blues and that kind of thing. So
yeah, we have Elliot, who is a American short hair, black tabby kind of cat with stripes, and whatnot. And then we have a calico named Eva. You've had him for over 11 years now. Oh,
wow, that's cool. That's cool.
Ours are only...
Our Elliot is like 9 at this point.
Is it 9?
No, 10.
10? Oh my goodness. Are you sure? 10 doesn't sound right.
Because we've had him for almost 7 years.
Have we really?
And he was 3 years old when we got him.
Elliot, you're an old fart.
Yeah. Yeah, he's about 10 now. And then Eva is kind of like, she looks like a tortoise shell. And she has, I think she's 6. We haven't had Eva very long. We had to kind of kidnap her from one of our kiddos who wasn't treating her the greatest, so. But she's a great cat. She makes a really good emotional support kitty.
think I'm gonna go sleep. It's almost 3 a.m. for me because I'm
Oh,
here.
goodness.
You keep up the good work, though. You're both amazing at what you do. Will the VOD be on Twitch afterwards so I can rewatch? Yes,
Yep.
yes, you can watch it when. Yeah.
Yeah, I make sure the VODs get saved. So it should be here for another, I think it's 60 days is how long Twitch keeps it. So, yep. Well, thank you for being here for a few minutes. I appreciate it. And I hope that you get plenty of rest and that tomorrow
Have
is an
good sleep.
absolutely great day for you.
Have a good sleep.
I'm excited too. I don't know where it's going to go. We're going to see. Hopefully it's something decent. I'm getting this vibe that I want to make it into like some kind of, you know, magic-y, glowy kind of thing going on around this critter, whoever it is, you know. But I don't know.
I was just thinking that. I was literally just thinking that you need like a glowy aura of some sort.
Well, it's like, see, okay, so there's the orangey yellow stuff that's around him right now, right? And I'm like, you know, it'd be kind of cool if there was like this kind of like magical effects that were coming with that, you know, like doing something, he's casting a spell in the middle of this cave or something like that. I don't know what the drama of the scene is yet. I'm just trying to put it together. But yeah, that's kind of what I've got in my head that I want to do with it. Whether it works or not,
well,
I don't know. But
I will say, I don't know if you have anything planned for this. So you have like kind of a dark blob next to on the left-hand side of the critter.
Are you talking about like right here? This orangey thing?
No. Right next
this...
to the head of the critter.
Okay, gotcha.
The little kind of dark.
Looks like a weird duck thing. Or the circular thing that's sitting there, right?
The circular thing, yeah. So to me, that looks like a floating lantern. Like that's what's big time coming to my mind. Okay. So maybe make that as you will.
Okay, maybe I could do something with that, yeah.
Because that's like exactly what it looks like. It looks like a floating lantern. Figure is obviously looking off to the right, but it's still a floating lantern. That's like right there.
Yeah, I can maybe do something with that. We'll see. We will see. Fingernails like bothering me. As I'm putting the stylus to the thing, it's like I keep feeling my fingernail.
Sounds like a person.
Oh, yep. Got the music going.
Considering I can't hear the music, it's kind of interesting. I'm like, I have no idea.
Mind your business.
Apparently.
Let's move my disco over here. Just me and my disco. What the crap was that? And what is Elliot doing now?
Well, you figured out what it was, yes. What he did, I don't know, but he was in the closet doing it.
So I wasn't necessarily planning on doing a landscape today, but that's okay. I will take it.
He left again. See if he returns.
I'm sure. All right, so what do you think about this little pathway that I made for this bunny thing, whatever it is?
Yeah, it's looking really good.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I will go ahead and save it just in case here. I will call him Mr. Bun Bun. Let's see. How about System of a Down, the piano version of Chop Suey?
Playing this music and I can't hear it.
Well, put your headphones on and listen.
I mean, I have them on, but if I want to listen to it, I have to listen to it through the Twitch, and
Well,
it's going
listen
to
to it through the Twitch thing. I'll shut up while it's
be
playing.
delayed. It's going to be delayed.
I'll shut up while it's playing. It's not going to bother you.
That's not the point.
Yes, it is.
The point is I want to be able to sing to it, but it's going to be delayed. I'll just mess everybody up. I'll just start singing aerials. How's that working?
Oh.
Ariel in the sky. Or I'll sing Linkin Park again. Waiting for the end to come. Wishing I had strength to stay. This is not what I have planned. Wish it wasn't so. How's that work? Am I throwing you off?
Yep. In my self-righteous suicide. You wanted to. Father! Father! You have forsaken me. I don't remember all the words.
Disorder, disorder, disorder. My mom absolutely hated them.
Yeah, and I never really understood why.
Well, she said she hated how they quickly changed their music tempos and everything. 1 minute's one way and the next minute's the next. And
Well, that was part of the excitement of them.
all right, yeah, it's like that's kind of what makes them unique.
That was the point,
right? It's like that's just how they are. Don't know what to tell you. Completely messed this row up somehow. I gotta redo it. That's okay. I like them, so I could play them to nowhere.
right?
So what are you listening to next?
It's kind of a pretty little piano tune that I've had forever.
Okay, so you're done with playing the rock songs made into pianos, piano covers.
Well, at the moment, it's whatever comes on.
Well, I know that.
I mean, you claim to know, but then you question.
But you had a few in a row there, so I was just wondering. Well, hello, Mega Mech.
Hey, Mega.
How are you this evening? Hope you're doing well.
How the crap are you, man? Good to see you either way. Just kind of getting started with things here. Still working out the forms a little bit. But I'm digging it so far.
I'm definitely getting my exercise thanks to this cat. He wants in again. I think if he decides he wants to go out again, I'm going to kick him in the butt when he goes.
Yeah.
I'm very swell. How about y'all? We're doing pretty good.
Today has been
I'm
a
fighting
long
with
week.
the cat.
Today has been a long week, but going well. I wasn't sure what I'd get working on when I first started today, and well, so far this is what's been coming out, so
Hey, it's been well. I can't say for him too much. I have been out and about driving and he stayed home.
I mean, tired and sore for the most part. That's how mine's been. Kind of digging the bagpipe music there. That was cute.
By the way, I did dig your Mech Warrior drawings you posted.
Yes, those were really, really cool. Those were really cool. I'm a big fan of mechs. I don't know if you ever saw one of the paintings that I did is kind of related in a way. Let me see if I can find it here real quick for you. Because I'm not sure if you've seen it. This guy right here. Kind of my take on a little bit of a life and death sort of a thing with a mech, you know? I dig how it came out, though. Ah, I didn't even realize I'd grabbed this one. This is a piano version of Zombie from the Cranberries.
Alright, I got the first of Kirby's feet done.
Nice.
I said Kirby, not the Pillsbury Doughboy. Although I guess to be fair, you sounded more like Pooh than Pillsbury Doughboy just now.
Oh, bother.
Oh, I see you're going with my lantern idea.
Oh.
You're making it look cute too.
Oh. Trying to, anyway. Whether I'll be successful or not, I don't know, but I'm trying. So not bad considering where this all began. At least thus far. Trying to figure out what I want to do with this orange blobby thing down here, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking what I'm going to do, though, since I've got this, like, kind of white area right here. I don't know if you're watching or not, but I've got this white area that's right here at the bottom left mid area, you know? If I can make that into kind of maybe a stream that's running through here. It's kind of what I'm considering. I think that'd look kind of cool, maybe.
Side of like an ocean, and that's like a cliffside.
No, more like it's just a stream that's running through maybe this little cave that he's walking through or something.
Gotcha. I see what you're going with.
I'll see what I can do with that, maybe. We shall see. Will he succeed? Anybody want to take bets? Maybe. That's a little much. I'm going to have to back that down just a little bit. One thing about these brushes, they're very, very, like, touchy. Does not take much for them to go all over the place.
So, Mega Mick, what kind of games do you like to play? Moment, it's mostly first-person shooters such as Call of Duty and such, but I do play Rocket League from time to time. Hard to branch out when I focus on a game till I 100% it to my liking. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm like burping at the same time here.
She's so gross.
I like the game Rocket League. Because that's the one I'm thinking of, right? Where you're in the cars, but you can do like the sports games and stuff.
Like soccer kind of style, yeah.
Yeah. See, I like that game. I have it installed, but I've not played it recently.
Yeah, well, whose fault is that?
Well, that's well mine. That's all my fault. I know it is. You have over 2,000 hours on it. No, I do not have it anywhere near that. I've played it more than Ira has. I can say that for sure.
Yeah. That one I've not messed with.
So yeah, I know I've played it more than you have. I have played it quite a bit at one point in time. Definitely not 2,000 hours worth.
I have a few games that I've played that much hours in. I have about 2,200 hours in Fallout 76. I spent about 14,000 hours playing Ultima Online. Probably another 12,000 hours playing Star Wars Galaxies. Let's see. Probably a good 7,000 hours at least for Star Trek Online. So there's a few games that I've put a lot of time into.
After World of Warcraft, I can't think of what game would be the one I had the most hours in.
Probably Star Wars Galaxies with me.
Right. Because it'd be either that or Anarchy Online.
Or Earth
So we
and
did-
Beyond. You played a lot. You played that one a lot too with me.
Right. And other games would be building games like Minecraft.
I love building games. I've probably put a good at least 1,200 hours in Minecraft over the years. But I used to play it a lot more than I play it now. I don't really play it much anymore.
Especially too, we have kiddos, so would play with them quite often too. So
Right.
like I've played Minecraft, but like almost all the times I've played Minecraft was with the kiddos. I have technically played it on my own. Like I've played it and beat it on vanilla on my own.
I've actually never beaten it. I've gotten to the end, but I just stopped playing it at that point.
I don't know if Seth has by now, right? But like not too long ago we were talking about it and he was like, yeah, I've never beat it. You've never beat it? What? Of all the you play it so often. How is it that I've beat it and you haven't? I mean, it's not like it's, that difficult to get to the end.
Yeah, I definitely understand that, Nick. For FPS games, I don't do any kind of competitive PvP games like in any way. It's not that I'm not interested, but like I literally walk into them with a handicap, so it's kind of useless for me to try, you know.
I personally tend to play things like Zelda and then like logic-based games. So like Human Resource Machine, World of Goo,
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. That's more my jam. Physics games, logic-based games, word games. I have started playing though of late Genshin Online Genshin Impact. I remember what it's called. I installed that the other day and played it. It wasn't too bad. I just haven't had time to play it too much. That's my biggest issue. I don't have as much time as Ira does to play games.
What, you saying I got no life?
No, I'm saying you have a lot more spare time than I do.
You hear that? She says I got no life.
Being the only driver kind of makes my days full, and
All right, so what do you think of the little stream I did there?
Ooh, yeah. I'm digging it.
My favorite style of games is probably RPGs. I mean, MMOs, depending on what the MMO is, you know. I've played like most MMOs out there, though. At least a couple of times, you know. And strategy games, yes. Just again, kind of depends on the strategy game. Management games, I love. You know, kind of like management tycoon style games. I like those a lot. And I'm trying to think.
Big into tower defense.
Yeah, well, sometimes I get in the mood for it, and then sometimes I'm not. You know, it's just kind of like it depends on the mood. But yeah, I do like those a lot. And then like simulation games, I love simulation games like probably the most, you know, in one way, shape, or form. So like RimWorld, Dwarf Fortress, you know, that kind of stuff I really enjoy. But the big enjoyment that I get from those is like if I can mod the games to help me, like, again, facilitate the blindness, you know. If I can do that, then I'll be able to enjoy it a little bit further. You all right over there, Dylan?
Yeah, I just dropped my crochet hook and I couldn't find it, so I had to back my chair up just to find it. It's not like it's bright colored or anything that I should see it against the white carpet we have, so.
Right.
At least I don't have to worry about Elliot now. If you can hear him, he's snoring behind you. He's on the bed just snoring away. Alright, I have Kirby's feet done, as well as his little arms and ready to attach. But first, need to use the bathroom already.
Already. Poor pitiful child. Okay, I need to let my hand rest for just a minute here. I know if I start feeling the little bit of achiness that I need to take a little bit of a break, so I'll do that. In the meantime, how's everybody doing? We had a fairly good day today, but I woke up in pain again, unfortunately. I don't know if it's a thing of the time of year or something or what, but yeah, I've definitely learned if I don't give myself the break when I start feeling that achiness that I'm going to pay for it tomorrow. So we were originally going to have one thing for dinner and then things switched out. So we ended up doing burgers for dinner. So that was pretty good. We did Hardee's, just kind of went out, did the Hardee's thing. I think in some areas they're called Carl's Jr. if you guys have Carl's Jr. around there. But it wasn't too shabby. Can't complain too hard. So there's two specific things that I want to do with this painting, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to manage it. And then there's another thing that I'd like to do, but I'm not sure, okay, so my brain is getting the impression that it wants to do something, right? But it doesn't know exactly what that thing is. So that happens sometimes with me, unfortunately. It's just one of those things that one has to deal with. Like, okay, there's something that needs to go right here, and I've got the impression of what it's going to be, but I don't know how to make it happen, or I don't know exactly what to do to make this impression form. But I'll get there. I'm kind of almost thinking that I'm going to try and do something with the background here to kind of dim it a little bit more because I'd like to do more as far as this like lantern light thing that the creature here has. Like to do something a little bit more with it, but I don't know. I can try just to mess around here and see if I can get it to work by grabbing hold of one of the colors here and just like laying out around here. That's gonna be way too much. This thing is like super sensitive sometimes, man, I tell ya. Let's try that again, shall we? Once more with feeling.
I got some salad, so you're gonna see me eat. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Not the heinous salad. What would happen if I put that into a different color mode? Let's see. Not much different. Putting it into multiply seems weird. So right now I'm just literally just experimenting. So pardon me if I do weird things here. Okay, what if I leave it like this? Now, what I can do, just to test things out, I made a copy of all of the merged layers, so that then I can go in with the camera raw filter and see if I can like get something to pop out that might be intriguing or interesting with the colors that are being used. So you guys are not going to see the changes that happen unless I like accept it, you know, unless I like press it to go through. So pardon me while I do this here real quick. Ooh, yeah, see, that's not too bad. That could work. That gives an interesting like gloom to the picture. And I'm all about the gloom, man. That's interesting too.
Hello,
so many choices.
best friends. Hello, best friends.
Hey Devane, how you doing? Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Right now I'm working on a little bit of art up here, trying to see what I can make happen. Whether something is happening or not, I don't know, but we'll try and see what we can manage. Over here on the other side of the screen is my wife, Jolene, who is currently downing a salad, so she's not going to be saying much. But
I will be continuing I'm crocheting a Kirby.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's doing some crochet art right now. You guys can see a little bit of her art right here on the little spinner that's going on. Over here on this side of things, you can see a little bit of my art. I am entertaining people, I think. Hello, Robin. How you doing, sis?
Hello, Robin.
So you can get an idea of some of the things that I do over here. And then up here, you're going to see, well, what I'm working on currently. So, this all started off in a bit of a weird way, as it always does, but I think it's looking rather cute so far in its own little way. It has a certain charm, perhaps, but whether I can make something else happen with it or not, I don't know. Right now I'm working through the camera raw filter, seeing if there's anything that I can make use of, color scheme wise or anything like that, you know, as we go. But just checked out your stuff and I love it. Thank you, Devane. I appreciate it. I'm glad. I'm blind, so I try to do what I can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Today it's working okay. You know, it's not too bad. But yesterday I had a little bit of a rougher time, you know, so it's like there. I mean, I think every artist goes through that, though, you know, where there are days that they can and can't. But, you know, my eyes sometimes just won't, you know, so but they've been pretty decent to me today. So getting by with it, I think. But thank you. I appreciate it. And glad you're here. I have watched your stuff for a while and definitely enjoy what you do. So it's great to know that you appreciate mine too. That's what I try. You know, I do give a shot to make the things that I do have some kind of a impact in some kind of way or some kind of drama to it or something. I'm an author, you know, so I kind of like use that background to try to, you know, story tell a little bit with the paintings too. So I'm never satisfied unless it's got like some kind of twist in some kind of way to it, you know. Otherwise it's just not a painting for me. It's just more practice if it doesn't have that kind of thing, you know. So which this one, I don't know. I've got a couple of ideas that I'm like working through and seeing if I can get them to happen. But I'm having this moment where and I don't know, other artists out there, if you guys could tell me if you go through this too, where I'm having like the impression that I want to do something with it. And like, I know, like I have a vague picture in my head of maybe what the end result is going to be, but how to get it there and how to like formulate it into a more coherent picture in my brain to make it happen. That's where I'm encountering the problems. And so I go through that more frequently than I like to say. But such is life, I guess. But right now I'm running through on Photoshop. There's a filter called the camera raw filter, and sometimes I like to run through it because unfortunately you guys won't see it on your side of things because it's just the way that the interaction between Streamlabs and Photoshop works. It doesn't show you this particular filter box for some reason, but it gives me a chance to like look at different color schemes or color scenarios that are going on, and lets me like click ideas in my head basically. And sometimes I'll keep it, you know, sometimes I'll actually keep it and run with it because it might be like a better color scheme overall for things. Like this one that I just found here might actually be one that I'll run with because I kind of like the sort of cinematic lighting that it's giving to the scene, but we'll see what the result will be here in a moment. Yeah, that one's good too. Ooh, okay. I like this one better.
Attention all personnel. Because of the epidemic, tonight's broken film, which has not arrived yet, is canceled. A reminder from Colonel Jamestead, due to the flu, kindly refrain from kissing anyone unless absolutely necessary.
Well, hey, Ken Jake Twitch. Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. And I hope that you're having a really, really good night. Just getting going with some art here, seeing what happens. Not that much of a storyteller, so it's a skill I envy and appreciate so much. Gotcha. Well, regardless, I definitely like what you do, to say the least. You really do nice stuff. So this, okay, let me turn this layer off. So this is where it started off, and I kind of would love to get your guys' thoughts on this. This is where I started off. This is what I've painted it to this point, right? But running the camera raw filter and finding one of these particular tweaks gives me this as a more drama kind of a scene, like the more cinematic sort of lighting to it. And I kind of like it this way. Yeah, I kind of like it this way. This could be fun to run with like this, you know? But I don't know. What do the rest of you think?
By the way, hi, I'm Jolene. I just got done stuffing my face with salad, so I'm crocheting Kirby. Yesterday I had finished crocheting a Baby Yoda. And the day before that, well, 2 days before that, I had crocheted a Cthulhu.
Indeed. If you want to real quick show them your work, I can make your camera here the right size.
Sure. And then Devane says it looks good. And then Robin, he was just asking, does the way that his picture looks right now, does it look good?
Compared to this right here, so this is where I started it, and then running the filter, it comes up with this as the kind of change in the cinematic lighting. Just trying to see maybe if you guys think differently.
Yeah, I definitely dig the darker, the more cinematic look.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yep, everyone's in agreement.
So I'll run with it. I'll run with it that way then, and go from here, to finish painting up everything. So cool. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. So if you hold on just a moment, I'm going to make Jolene's camera bigger, and you guys can see some of the work that she's been doing on stream of late. We don't have pictures of it, but you guys can see some of the other stuff that she's got over on that side there. But there you go. Now you can see Jolene. Hello, Jolene.
Hello. So this is the one I did a few days ago. This is a Cthulhu. And him and his tentacly goodness. He's got little pink rosy cheeks. And then, of course, his little wings. And then yesterday, I had finished doing a Baby Yoda.
He's really cute.
And now I am working on a Kirby.
And then after that, you're doing Yoshi, right?
Yeah, and then after that, I'm doing Yoshi. Although everyone who has requested Yoshi has said do him in a color not green. So I don't know what color I'm going to do him in. I don't know.
You'll figure that randomness out when you get there, I guess. So what I'm going to do here real quick, just to make sure, again, just to make sure of things, I'm taking a look at the different blending options for this layer, just to see if there's anything else that it can push. Because sometimes doing it with soft light or overlay can also make it, look a little different. So I'll tell you what I can do. Let me copy the layer as it stands right now, and I'll paste it in. And then I'll change that blending mode over to soft light. I'll turn this one off. There we go. So, okay. I kind of like that, actually. Okay, so here's another second opinion time. Why not use the color? Why not use a color you have more of? Not sure what you're meaning with that.
For Yoshi.
Oh, gotcha. I was going to say for mine, I have all the colors I want. That's the advantage of digital.
You have an endless rainbow of colors.
I was confused for a moment. So, okay. Here's the opinion time. All right. So you guys saw this right here, right? This is the change that I made with running that filter through. So I could either do this or do it with the soft light mode, and it kind of makes it a little different. See the difference between the two? So like, doing it in soft light, it kind of helps to reveal some of the other textures that are there, but still gives that cinematic lighting, I guess is the best way to put it. Whereas this, it kind of deletes them out, I think. I'm just trying to see. Right, exactly. That's, yeah. Do it.
I'm sorry. Can you somehow do a mixture of both?
That's kind of what I'm thinking, maybe. Okay, let me try this. I gotta hit the right button here. Okay, there we go. So if I like on this layer, maybe desaturate just a little bit and shift. Let's see, shift it over towards this direction. I mean, obviously I'll build up from here too, you know, from with the colors, you know, or repainting over is the best way I guess I can put it. It's like if I do that hueing, I kind of like how that is. I think I might run with it like this because this is kind of cool. Although, the soft light looks better since the darker light hides some color. Right, yeah. Very many choices. That's the problem with doing dang digital art, I tell you guys. All right, I think I'll run with it like this. I think this kind of gives me maybe a little bit of the best of both worlds with it, and I can run with it from here and see what results. You know, because obviously I can paint in, you know, all the other stuff, but I do like the more like vignetting that it does to it, and it kind of adds that little extra nice punchiness to it, you know. So, but doing it this way will, like, it gives let's see, do a different layer here real quick. It gives a nice like silhouette right in here of the figure, you know. It gives a nice little around his body, you know, which is good. But then I can use the darkness to do some of the other ideas that I had in my mind, which is to kind of like add some glowy stuff here and there, you know, which the way that it was sitting, it would have been a little bit more difficult to do that. So I think doing it this way might be good. Might be good. And it gives a kind of a cool little, you can see the paint strokes that I've done a little bit easier, you know, so it gives that extra painterly feel to it that I like to go for. Because even though I work in digital, I do still try to like make it as much of a painterly kind of a feel as I can get. Just how I like to do it, you know. So
your choices have choices, and their choices have choices. It all mashed together in a pit of your choices and your choices' choices. Then finally, you choose from the pit of choices.
Exactly. And the problem with freedom of choice is sometimes people make the wrong ones. How you doing, Napkins? How's your day going?
Hello, Mr. Napkins. Hope you enjoyed your movie.
Dr. Napkins had a birthday yesterday, which is all kinds of awesome. It's always good when you successfully level up. Okay. So, let's see what I need to do from here to finish this up. I'll have to scooch a little closer. Gonna have to do a little bit of repair work for the blowout here that happened. It was a goddamn blowout. Just toning down that white a little bit. Good. I'm glad it's going well for you. So what movie did you end up watching last night? He asks out of curiosity. And woe. And my dear Robin, how are you doing today too? Watched a few different ones. Ah, that's cool. As long as it made the wifeling happy.
Wifely, it was his birthday. It should be as long as he was happy.
No. It's all about having to make the wife happy.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I know from experience, dear. I kid. Kinda. A little. But only a little. Not much.
And he's playing with some felting. What are you felting?
Ooh. Robin is doing art? Do tell. You felt puppets. Oh, my little puppet. I love you so. Why is my brush not working? The crap is going on here. There we go. Got it going now. Crazy. So what kind of puppets? The kind you eat? Are they edible? Because I'm hungry. Fairies mostly. Yeah, so they're edible. You should totally share. Send pictures. Some people like to eat cotton. You guys will have to pardon me for just a second. I gotta munch a little something here real quick.
So my Kirby has little arms.
He has little arms.
Yeah, he has little arms. They're little, don't you know? Now I get to attach his little feet.
You've worked him up pretty quickly.
Yeah, has not taken me long at all, considering I finished Yoda yesterday and was like, I'll make a Kirby. Something funny, talking about Kirby, when I was in the hospital the first time for my actual surgery, one of my nurses, her name was Kirby. I thought that was pretty awesome. She was epically not named after the game, though. I had asked. I was like, are you named after? And she's like, no. She's like, I wish, but no. I was like, no, you're not named after the vacuum cleaner, right? No. It's like, gotta ask that too. Some people are strange. You never know.
that popcorn was being woefully insufficient. This piano version of Metallica is pretty cool. So tell us about your day, Jolene.
Me? Tell me about my day. My day has been full of driving. We had appointments that we had to go to today. So I had to drive people to their appointments. And so I did. We had fast food for dinner. And I'm here with you. I just ate a salad. I mean, not too interesting.
Vamp, dear, vamp.
I'm crocheting a Kirby. I'm not a vampires.
Her vamping skills, much like that popcorn, are woefully insufficient.
Yeah, well, I was not hired in for this position.
No, but it was thrust upon you,
It was thrust upon me, yes.
and you must take up the mantle.
And I did not. I ain't getting paid for this.
Yeah, you are.
How?
With my undying love and adoration.
Adoration.
Okay, back to work.
Stop trying to pretend like I will vamp.
So today has been a long week. Not horrible, just very pain-filled. Which is always fun. Yeah, fun. That's the
He
word,
didn't
right?
get very much sleep again. And wouldn't take another nap. I mean, cuddle with me on the bed.
It's just terrible. Man, this girl really wails on this piano. Quite good indeed. All right. So with all that being said, I guess it's time for me to start working on the figure some more. Need to give the lantern a lot more, like, love, too. I don't know if it's a thing where Photoshop is lagging a little bit or what, but it's like the brush is just not wanting to be active very well. I might need to restart it. Using Photoshop to paint frustrates me a bit. Yeah, I've wanted to do other programs. Like I do have Clip Studio Paint Pro, and I tried out Painter 2022. Clip Studio is okay, but I think because I don't know it very well, my workflow on it is really bad. You know, I just can't seem to get things to work right for myself. Like for instance, trying to paint this lantern here, for instance, knowing the brush to use and the like way the opacity and the hardnesses work in Clip Studio Paint is different than it is in Photoshop. And it's like, I can't quite get the handle on which way to go with things. And my problem with Painter, like I really liked the program. I liked what it could do and I could do some interesting things with it. But when I used it, for some reason, like, okay, let me make the brush here really big. So like, you see how the brush has this size right here, right? So if I was to like push this down right here, I can still see where the size of the brush is, right? I've still got the stylus pushed to the tablet and I see where the brush size is. I see where the edges are. I know what the brush is going to do, you know? But in Painter, for some reason, when I would push the brush down, the outline of the brush disappears and this little pixel icon kind of a thing shows up where you tap down. And I'm like, okay, how does this make any sense that a program that is designed from the ground up to like emulate what painters do in a real world situation, you know, taking the brush and putting it to the canvas, you can see where the edges of the brush are, right? On here, I can see where the edges of the brush are. So why is it that a program that is designed for painters specifically to emulate the real world conditions not show you the edges of the brushes when you're using them. It's like I could not figure out where the edge was as I'm trying to draw, right? As I'm trying to paint. I don't have a damn clue where the edge of the brush is, you know? So I'm like painting all kinds of weird stuff everywhere because the brush is not fully under my control, you know? Like I just don't get it. I don't get it. It just didn't make any sense to me. And it might just be like a problem with, like it might be a user error, right? I'll validate that it could be a user error with it, that for the fact that I'm just not accustomed to the settings on it. Maybe something was there in the settings that I missed or something like that, you know? I don't know. But as it stood, I'm like, this just makes no sense to me, and it's not usable for me, you know? So what I dislike about Photoshop is that my Wacom products always do weird things to the brush strokes. I have found that too, you know. Right now I'm using an XP pen, but I was using a Wacom, and I've used Wacom like pretty much throughout the whole of my artist career, I guess, if you want to put it as a career. And I found that too, that like Wacom, for some reason, like the settings go wonky frequently when it comes to Photoshop. So what program do you use for yours? You use Clip Studio, don't you? If I remember right. Gotcha. Okay. Sketchbook is pretty cool. I didn't find it to have enough like power to do what I wanted to do, but it is a really cool program. I would love to switch out to a different program because, like, you know, again, Photoshop has its limitations, you know. It does. It has its limitations. And there are things that I would love to do with my paintings that I haven't been able to manage otherwise, you know? But for my own workflow, like, okay, so one of the things, let me zoom out here real quick. Nope, that was the wrong one. Let me zoom out real quick. Thank you, Ira. Okay, so let me save it here real quick just so I don't screw anything up. But let me go into a new painting here. So one of the things that I do to start my paintings off is I do a splat of paint across the canvas. And I do that by using, in Photoshop here, there's the pattern stamp tool. I have a lot of different like pictures that I've created and pictures that others have created and stuff. And I use it basically as like just a way to put colors on the canvas. So I just run it across real quick like this. This is, you know, lays out just random chaos basically. And I can then do a little bit of cloud watching to see if I can find any figures or forms or landscapes or whatever the case may be within the chaos. So like this painting here started off with this as a paint splat, you see. So I've kind of like developed it from here into what you guys are seeing right now. I have not been able to find something that is a similar vein in the other programs that I've tried to use. And I would love to know if there is a way to do that, because for me, if I could switch away from Photoshop into something else that works better, then I wouldn't mind doing that, you know. But as it stands, part of my workflow, because of the way that my eyes work, I can't do sketching very well. Like Line art for me is out the window. It doesn't happen. So I found this method to be useful for me with the way that my eyes work to help facilitate me getting something started, and running from there with it. But I haven't found another method that's similar to that in the other programs. I'm sure that I could do something probably similar by like taking like just different brushes and stuff and just, splatting things around, and just kind of going from there. That's brush is really laggy. Sorry. I forgot this brush is super laggy, but okay. So I could like just, kind of take things splatted around. This brush is really laggy too. What is up with this? Anyways, you get the point. Like I could kind of like just do that with randomness, colors and all that kind of stuff, but, it's just easier if I can just hit, a single button and then kind of just run with it with the brush, to make it happen. Then why not do it that way, But anyways, so I would love to know if there is like something that I could use so that I could get away from having to use the Adobe products, because they're so damn expensive. I mean, it's like just over the weekend here, I've been getting the Adobe products on the cheaper side because one of our kids, we kind of put it into their name so that we could get the student discount with it. But I've had to do the all-in-one Creative Cloud thing because I needed to use Audition, and I also needed to use Premiere, and then I also needed to use Photoshop. So we were paying like $30 basically a month for all of the Creative Cloud programs. And then over the weekend here, out of nowhere, they decided to jump it up to almost $60. So we had an extra $30 taken out of our pocket. And it's just damn lucky that we had enough sitting in the bank account, barely, to cover the cost of it. But it was unexpected. And it's like Adobe does this kind of thing a lot. They do it a lot. Hey, Smugsy, how you doing?
Hi, Smugsy.
I think so. Yeah. Because it's like all of a sudden out of nowhere, we got slammed with this extra fee that wasn't there last month. Last month, it was like 32. This month, it was 56. So it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, they do that all the time. I'd love to be able to get away from Adobe. I hate supporting them, but it's like, this is the only program that I really know how to use. And like I said, I mean, that's even with, apparently the student discount being applied too. I mean, I don't know. It sucks. Adobe just like the way that their business model is these days. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's like in one year, you're shelling out, $500, $600, $700 for this whole suite, and I mean, back in the day, you could buy Photoshop for a couple $100, I think that they would honestly, if they changed their mindset and went back to doing, specifically the paid versions of the programs, they would make more of a profit. That's what their profit margin was before, and they were making a killing. I understand why they decided to go that way back in the day. I mean, yes, it's profit, but also a lot of people were pirating the programs too, But and so this like helped cut down on the piracy a little bit, at least for the what is it, the cafeteria kind of pirates, that armchair pirates. I guess that's the best way to put it. The serious ones, they can still crack the programs, but it's like, so I get why they did it maybe to begin with, but I don't know. It's just, at this point, they're just screwing everybody over, Well, now they bought frame.io too. As of this past week, they made the purchase of frame.io for a few $1 billion. So that's going to be interesting to see what they use with that, or if they're going to do anything with it. Yeah, Affinity Pro I've heard is really good. I've never used it though. I've not. That's one that I have never touched. But it does, from what I've seen of it, seem like it's pretty good. Could be interesting. Right, Smugsy, exactly. Like, the only reason why I got the Creative Cloud all together was because I was doing YouTube videos as well as doing my art, as well as doing like my radio shows that I was doing. For those not aware, I used to host 7 different radio shows. So I would use Audition pretty much continuously throughout all of that. So, and then once in a while I'd use the After Effects to, create like promos and stuff for the station that I worked at. So I got the Creative Cloud back during those days. And fortunately, we could afford to do it back then. But nowadays it's like getting more and more expensive, and we've got less and less to go around. I'm living on $600 a month in disability. That's it, and when I'm having to shell out $50 or $60 for an Adobe product, that's literally 1/10 of my income per month, just going to the Adobe stock or the Adobe Creative Cloud. 1/10 of my income per month, just going to that, like putting it into that perspective, that's damn expensive. So, yeah. And unfortunately with the After Effects thing, like that's like, it's the only program out there that really does as much as it does, so it's like, it's unfortunate that the people that are stuck using that particular part of the business model are like crammed into having to pay for Adobe, it's like, it's a train wreck. It really is. Right, exactly, Smugsy. It's sad, but I think that now, like, we are seeing more and more programs coming out these days that are like countering a lot of the Adobe programs, I think like Adobe PDF Reader, now that other people are making, the Adobe PDF stuff, they're being able to like cut into that particular part of the business, there are a lot of like either free or comparatively cheap ways to do things with Photoshop, such as Clip Studio or Krita. I mean, hell, even Procreate is very competitive against Photoshop. I don't use Apple. I mean, you can't compete on fruit, but Procreate is very competitive on Photoshop. Like they have done really good with that program, to make it emulate a lot of the things that Photoshop can do as far as the painting model is concerned. It's good. Definitely. Send a picture to Jolene of one of the puppets. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, did you? Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't notice. I got to gabbing. I've been gabbing. I don't apologize. It's what I'm here for. Oh, gotcha. That's really cool, Robin. Oh, that's really pretty. Can I show that? Is it okay if I show that? That's really pretty. Cool. Okay. Let me see if I can manage it. So anyways, my point is like, with more and more competition, maybe we will come to the point where we will finally be able to get away from the Adobe teat and start using things that are better, or at the very least like comparable, you know. So Robin sent this picture to us here. This is one of her little puppets that she makes, little fairy puppets. This is like really cool. Love it. So you made this out of felt, right, Robin? Yeah, almost $80 a month for an individual plan. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that student plan, you got to be careful, you know, because it's like they'll screw you over before you realize that they're doing it, you know. They'll jack the price up on that without you knowing it. Yeah, Robin is my sister. Yep. Yeah, GIMP is pretty cool. Like GIMP has always been like the main competition against Photoshop. Like that has been the big runner on it, you know? So it runs in the family. Yeah, a little bit. I know that they won't mind it. My kiddo Ollie does art as well, and I'll show you a couple of things that they've done too if you want to take a look. Let me see, where are you, little picture? There it is. Okay, so this is one of the paintings that Ollie B made. So Ollie B is a streamer here as well. They're a VTuber, so this is one of the things that they've been able to manage. I really like that one. And then this would be another one. This is Geralt from The Witcher. There you go. That's a bigger version of it. There you go. I really like how this came out too. Love the colors in it. They are really, really good.
Attention all personnel. Because of the epidemic, tonight's broken film, which has not arrived yet, is canceled.
Strong
A
points.
reminder from Colonel Jamestead,
Thank
due
you,
to the flu,
Keratoconus.
kindly refrain from kissing anyone unless absolutely necessary.
Keratoconus, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. How are you doing, Kat? It's been a little while since we've seen you. Are you doing good? I'm assuming you're probably just like doing a drive-by hosting here, and you're going to be doing your stream here soon yourself. But either way, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and much love to you guys. I used to draw. I won a school to Ball State for a portrait of Jean Harlow, but my arthritis stops me from doing that anymore. Yeah, unfortunately, Robin's got pretty bad arthritis. So they haven't been able to do a whole lot, but they're kiddos. Okay, so I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna show off Amanda's art too. So my niece also does art, and we're trying to get her convinced to come over here to Twitch, because I think that she would do really well here, and that you guys would be really welcoming and embracing to her. So give me 1 second while I get this set of images up for you guys here. She does traditional painting, and for example, one of the things that she has been doing lately is making cryptids, and so like Sasquatch and Nessie and that kind of thing. So this right here is a Nessie painting that she made on a hunk of wood. This is a hunk of wood, and she painted this on it. Oh, you did a 25-hour stream. My goodness, girl. Whew. Well, I'm glad you're here. And then this one here is Sasquatch that she made. And again, this is on a hunk of wood. I'm I'm showing it off because she's given me permission to show it. So I'm doing it for her. And then this one is Mothman, again on a hunk of wood.
I really love this Mothman one.
Yeah, the Mothman one is awesome, definitely. And then just for an example of non-cryptid stuff, this is a fox that she painted. And this is on a canvas. And for, like, you can't tell it on this picture, but all of the green in the picture here is glow in the dark. So it's all glow in the dark paint. So I'm trying really hard to convince her to get over here to Twitch because I think that she would do really, really well. You know, I think the people would respond really well to her and enjoy her art, to say the least. So yeah, there you go. Let me go back to my other directory here real quick. And then I'll show you some of my bad art too. This is one that I painted a couple of days ago, and I didn't put it in my little spinner yet, but there you go. This is one that I did on the stream here a couple of days ago. Yeah, she does a lot of pet portraits, and a lot of the proceeds that she ends up earning, she like donates to the SPCA and stuff too. So she's really good. I'm really jealous of her work, but yeah. Anyway, so there you go. Just a couple of examples of the family I'm associated with. I don't know. Weird blood. We're artists, I guess. I don't know. Aw, Catamus, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So what I've been doing here, for those of you guys just tuning in, I started this painting off here a little while ago, and I'm liking how it's coming out so far. It's an interesting one, I think. It started off as this paint splat, and I've kind of been working it from there into what you guys are seeing right now. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. We were discussing some of the Adobe products and the problems that are associated with using Adobe. GIMP is a really good competitor for Photoshop. And I know a couple of people I've recommended it to have picked it up and really started using some good things. That's all freehand and acrylic, and she does a lot with gold leaf and silver embellishments. Yeah. She's really good. Jolene, if you want to show that tiger painting that you have too from her, that'd be really cool too. I don't know if you've got it handy or not, but
I do. Give me one quick second. I can show it off.
I know.
Although, do you think your camera might be a little better? Show it.
I mean, you can try it with yours and see.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. You can make me big.
Yep. You're big. You're a big girl now.
As I drop stuff. Okay. So here it is.
Yeah, it shows up pretty good.
Does it? Okay. So there's like some gold right here and whatnot, and sorry, I still have it in the plastic, but it shimmers in the sunlight. Here, I can take it out and show you better. Give me a moment, everybody. Okay, here we go. So, little gold specks. I don't know if it's showing off or not, but
it does a bit, yeah.
It's reflective.
It's so pretty.
It shimmers. Yep. And I love tigers, so I had to get this one from her.
Yep.
This is a print, yeah.
It is a print.
This one is.
That she did, yep. But when she gets the prints, she like puts the embellishments onto the prints as well. So it's a print with a extra. Yeah. Yeah, she really goes above and beyond. I'm can you mute yourself there, darling? We're getting the echo. Thank you. I'm just starting to get into doing prints myself for my work. I have 2 different print companies that I'm trying to run tests with to see like which setup is going to be better, because I have different weird things going on with my works. So like, I'll show you the examples of the ones that I'm thinking about trying to get prints of. So there's one, let me see if I can find it here real quick for you guys. Nope, that's not the one. Where are you? Hello, where are you, Hatman? Here you go. Okay, so this is tiny. Go figure. Okay, so this one here is one that I'd like to get a print of, because I know a couple of people have expressed that they would love to get prints of this to hang on a wall, and I have to like try to figure
Attention
out which...
all personnel. Good news, reinforcements have arrived. As the drunk tank has been flushed, that is all.
They scared me. They scared me. They got me good. I was about to laugh too. They got me good. Oh, they'll love it. If they're listening, they'll love it. They got me. Oh.
Well, hey, Eric, how you doing? Welcome on in, and welcome, Raiders. I'm glad to have you guys here, and hopefully you guys are having a great night. How did your stream go? I'd love to hear about it. And if you don't mind doing a little shout out for them, that'd be great. Jolene, darling.
Yes, give me a second here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in the middle of something. My hands are more tied than yours.
I'm literally tied. Yes, I know. They're tied with crochet right now. So, hi, everybody. Welcome on in. My name is Ira. This is Blind Dad Does. Over there is Jolene. That is my wife over there.
I like the brights.
There we go.
But I'm not normally, like me personally, I'm not like a bright person.
So, over on this side of things, Jolene is doing some crochet work. You guys can see some examples of the crochet stuff that she has done, spinning around next to her. Over here, you're going to see some examples of my own artwork. Up here, you're going to see the piece that I'm currently working on. And right here, you're going to see this crazy old man here. For those of you guys that have not run into me before, welcome on in. Punch is on the left, pie is on the right. Make sure you tip the waitress. She's been on her feet all day. Avoid the soup. It's a little off today. And I hope that you enjoy your little stay at my pit stop on the Information Superhighway. So happy to have you guys here. I will try to keep up with the chat as best as I can, but I am a blind guy, so I do miss things sometimes, and it's not intentional. So if you do say something to me and I missed it, feel free to repeat it, because I probably just, spun it past my eyes and I missed it. But that's one of the reasons why I have her here with me too, so that she can help me to keep up with the chat a little bit too. Right now she's
supposedly my job, right?
Huh?
That's supposedly my job, right?
That's supposedly, yes.
And then feel free, since you're an art streamer too, feel free. Links are welcome. You can share any art that you do in here too. So feel free to share, and we will all look at it and enjoy it together.
Exactly. Yep. We're very free, open here. You guys are more than welcome to share your art and share what you do, and we just love anything creative. So again, for those of you guys never encountering me before, I will show you a little bit of an example of, well, this is one of the things that I've been able to paint, but my blindness, basically, I see too much instead of too little. This is a picture of the moon, and as you can see, there are many versions of itself superimposed over each other, and so on and so forth. So every object that exists in the world looks exactly like this to me. It's very difficult for me to do much of anything. Top that all off, my eyes are covered in scars, and every time that my heart beats, the world pulses with it. So I get the joy of all kinds of things happening as far as my vision is concerned. But I still try to paint pretty things. I try to do things in a way that, people can enjoy. And so one of the paintings that I've done recently on stream was this one. Let me see if I can get it to come up correctly. Sorry for the black screen there. Turn on. Thank you. Computer's running a little bit slow right now. There we go. So I did this one on stream what was this, yesterday? Day before yesterday. And then
I love your work. I
This
love your
guy-
work.
this guy showed up on that same day as well. So I usually do like 1 or 2 paintings every time that I stream. It just kind of depends on the mood and what's going on and stuff. But there's another example of something that came out on the stream a couple of days ago, and another facial feature there. You guys can take a look. That one came out as well a couple of days ago on the stream. So just a couple of examples of, different things. So
They do leather work. You need to check it out.
I know.
Darth Maul.
I have-
Darth Maul. I love
I've
Darth Maul.
seen them live. I know they are really, really good. Really good. I love their work.
Darth Maul.
I thought I was following
If
you.
you
Maybe
can't
I
tell.
wasn't. I wasn't following you. Darn it. See, I thought I was. But yeah, I love what you do. It's really, really good. Love it. Yes, you got Jolene's attention with the Darth Maul.
Yes. Love Darth Maul.
Awesome. We were just kind of discussing some of the foibles of having to rely upon Adobe and the crapper of their business model that they have going on for years now. It's really driving me crazy. Over the weekend, I have the Adobe Cloud, the whole, all of it, because I have to use it for different things. And I was planning on canceling it because I actually just recently purchased SoundForge and a couple other programs to try to replace some of the sound the Creative Cloud stuff. And I forgot to do it. And we had like this discounted program, like the student discount program, because we had it like listed with one of our kids. And over the weekend, they ended up jacking the price up by $30. And like, holy crap. We live on my disability, which is $600 a month. And it was literally 1/10 of my income is what they decided to take. That's not doable. That's not doable. So, anyways, yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And what we were discussing is some of the foibles of having to rely upon Adobe, as much as we do, wish there were some alternatives for things out there. But, so I do hope that I have not missed anything. I'm going to go back here in the chat and make sure what's going on.
Hello, we're your best friends.
Squabbler or Squibbler?
We're your
Squibbler.
best friends.
Squibbler? I think it's Squibbler. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. If I'm mispronouncing your name, please let me know. I do try to get everybody's names pronounced as they would like. So,
Hello, Simon. Oh, they said you're correct on the pronunciation.
cool. Okay, cool. You don't have a shop at the moment. Okay. Well, as soon as you do, you definitely should let us know, because I think Jolene will snap up that Darth Maul thing real quick. Time to clean up in the shop. We'll be back. That's the one advantage of using digital, I tell you. That's one of her foibles over there too, is that she has to clean up all of her yarn mess. At least it's not as difficult as doing leatherworking and stuff. But okay, enjoy. We'll be here. We'll be here if you want to come on back, or if you want to lurk away, go for it. But either
And again,
way,
thank you for the raid.
yeah, either way, thank you so much for being here and spending at least a moment. I want to make sure to do this for you guys. Every time that I stream, I try to do a little bit of a dad moment kind of a thing for you guys. So let me hit you guys here with this real quick. No matter who you are, no matter what you're going through, you are worthy of being loved. And please don't let anybody teach you any different. The only thing that anybody can ever expect of you is that you're being the best you that you can be in that moment in time. That doesn't mean being the best all the time. It just means being the best you can be in that moment. Sometimes that's nothing more than getting up, getting a bite to eat, and going back to bed. And if that's all that you can do, then that's all that you can do. Nobody else can ever expect anything else of you. So it's okay to give yourself a break. It's okay not to berate yourself if you can't do anything more than that. Just remind yourself that you're worthy of being loved. Okay? So there you go. If that's useful to you guys, run with it. And if it's not, well, I said it anyways. So Oh, well, Simon, I didn't see that you were here. Welcome on in. How you doing?
I told them hi.
Did you?
I did. I said hi, Simon.
Well, I didn't catch that. I was busy talking.
Apparently.
I was too busy talking. Dang it, woman, interrupting my talking. Dang, woman. Bring me waffles. Make yourself
See how he treats me. Yes, see how he treats me.
I'm still mad at her. She made me take a nap yesterday. She's a big meanie. But anyways, over here we are big supporters as far as mental health issues are concerned and physical health issues are concerned. I have a lot of health issues myself. I am bipolar. I do have a lot of PTSD. Jolene is a congestive heart failure person, but also a congenital heart disease child. So anything heart related or anything like that.
Yes,
she's very
child. That's what the congenital part means.
Yes, I know. So I was doing it as a joke, dear. Laugh, woman. Laugh. Thank you. Anyways, so we do love and adore each other, by the way, despite what you may see. I'm just bad at her because she made me take a nap. I don't like naps. They destroy me. Woman. So right now she is working on a Kirby doll. And yesterday she put together a Groku. And the day before that, she put together a Cthulhu. So if you want to show your stuff off here real quick, we can make the space available for you.
And now, time for Talkie Talk Radio, starring the talkiest host, Ira Robinson.
It is the talkiest host ever. Indeed.
I am ready.
Oh, you are you? Maybe I'm not ready for you.
I mean, okay. You told me get ready. You lying to me?
Well, I mean, we need a little bit of the smooth jazz going on right now. Oh, yeah. Get down, grab your ladies. Oh, yeah. Anyways, yes, you're on
Player named Gus. So this is my Cthulhu. Crocheted him the other day. With his tentacly goodness. He's got little blush cheeks, his little wings.
He's adorable.
Yup. And then I did a baby Yoda. I finished him yesterday. And neither of these things I used a pattern. I just whipped these up on my own. Because I'm a rebel, that's what I do.
Right, exactly.
Oh no, they timed out.
Just for 1 second.
Oh, symbols.
Yeah. Too many
I was about to say,
points.
oh no.
Too many exclamation marks. You were too excited about Yoda.
And then I'm not quite done, but I'm not quite happy with how he's coming out. But I'm doing a Kirby.
That is adorable, darling.
I don't like how his mouth's coming out. I'm not too happy with how his mouth's coming out.
I like it.
I was trying to, yeah, it's not coming out well. But awesome. The rest of him I like, don't get me wrong. I like his little feet and his little hands, but
he's looking awesome, dear.
And then next I'm going to do a Yoshi, but I have been requested by people to not do the regular green Yoshi. I don't know what color. Someone said to do a color that I have plenty of. If anyone else has requests of a Yoshi color, yeah, hit me up.
Hit you up, indeed. So one of the things that she made for me, I am a big Star Trek freak. I'm even wearing my Star Trek shirt. Yeah. Well, one of my Star Trek shirts. But why not the green? Yeah, why not the green?
I don't know. When it came up yesterday, everyone was like, you should do a different color Yoshi. There's other colors. I don't know. I have plenty of the green yarn. I have plenty bright green, so I could do the green Yoshi.
You could indeed.
I prefer green Yoshi, but
you could. Do the Yoshi.
Rainbow Yoshi, right? I don't think I
Rainbow.
have enough colors for Rainbow Yoshi.
Rainbow.
But that would be a
Yoshi.
good idea. I should probably look into getting like enough colors to do a rainbow project of some sort.
It would be cool.
It would be cool. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm a Star Trek freak. I love Star Trek. And so what she's done for me is she's made these like amigurumi versions of the Star Trek cast that has passed away. So this is one that's representing Scotty. And then we have, let's see, right here is Bones. And then we have Spock with his little hand. I love his little hand. It's so awesome. And then just because he's one of my favorite characters, I had her make Data for me too. So his little gold eyes and everything. So she does a cool job with stuff. I love her stuff.
Do Yoshi in each color and display as a rainbow.
See,
Yep,
that's what I was
that could be
thinking.
something.
That's what I was thinking, you know? That'd be really cool. It would be awesome. So, also, for those of you guys that do streaming, I do make music as well, and I do make it available for you guys for free. It's all DMCA and copyright free. So, if you guys are interested in anything like that, I do have it all on my SoundCloud account. So let me give you guys the link for that here real quick, so that you guys can have
I also
that.
dropped the Discord link too, and then that request for anyone to share their art was not secluded to just like anyone else can do it too. So if anyone else does art and wants to share their pictures, you can.
There you go. There's the.
Is there anything you don't do, right?
Well,
I mean,
I am an author. I've published 14 books and dozens of short stories. Kind of a little bit of everything. So if you guys are interested, this right here, I'll play it here in the background here for you real quick. This is one of the songs that I've created. So, you know, this is the kind of stuff that I do and make available for you guys. So if you want it, there you go. It's there. You can grab it, use it, abuse it, do whatever you want to with it. So yeah, I don't drive. There you go. That's one of the things. I think the universe made me blind so I wouldn't take over the world. Struck me blind in my youth so I could not take over the world. Okay, well, I wasn't really much of a youth. I was 38 years old, but you know.
so I have officially finished Kirby,
Yay.
which I wasn't too far from done when I showed him originally, but I am officially. Excuse me, why do I keep burping every time I try to talk here? I don't know what's up with me.
Because you ate a salad.
I hate. Well, yeah. So yeah, this is Kirby. Final product.
I like him. He's adorable. Love the Kirby. Love him. Love him.
We need to do the song, right? Do 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 do
Right.
do do do.
So yeah, that's us in a nutshell. We're weird people. We're open books. You guys are more than welcome to talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. You know, just within reason. You know, we're very big supporters as far as mental health and LGBT is concerned. We have 2 kiddos that are in the LGBT community. One is poly, one is trans, and you know, so we big supporters. I'm by myself, you know. And again, you know, I'm bipolar, got oh God, so much trauma in my life. So, you know, we're big proponents on the fact that having a place that you can come to talk about whatever it is that's on your mind, is super important for people, you know? So, that's what we do. That's why we're here, to make art, make pretty things, and be here for you guys to have a little bit of fun, you know, have some discussions, talk about whatever it is that's on your minds. Yeah. So I've had like a weird day today. Today has been a long week. But I'm getting by and things are getting better by the moment. So yeah, there you go. So what's everybody else been up to? How's things going? What's your lives about? What's happening in your own neck of the woods? Are you guys anywhere near where the hurricane's going on? We have some friends that are down in that area, and they've currently lost power, so they're probably going to be out of power for at least a couple of weeks, maybe they're expecting. So hopefully that is not the case, and they'll be back online soon. But it's pretty rough. It's not a good one down there right now. So if you are, I hope that you are maintaining safety for sure. Couldn't find your felting needles, so now I'm knitting. Aw. Well, that works. Knit away, Robin. Knit away. Knit your poor little fingers to the bone. So, I have gotten this picture to this point, and I'm not sure exactly where to take it from here. This is what the painting started out with. So basically, because of the way my eyes are, I have to start things in a little bit of a different way than the average person does. I can't do line art or anything like that as much as I would like to. I have tried over the years, but kind of the unfortunate thing is that as I showed with the way the moon looks to me, if I draw a line on the page, that one line becomes like multiple lines. It's like 20 or 30 lines all superimposed over each other and warping around and all kinds of stuff like that. So I have to start things a little bit weird, you know? And unfortunately, that also means that I don't have as much control over like what is going on as I would like. But still, I think in the end, decent things can come out, you know? So, I do what I can, you know? I've been thinking about doing a podcast at some point in the future. That is cool. What would you do it on? I started off my radio career as a podcaster, actually. So I'm always a big supporter of people that are doing podcasting and stuff.
So you all know I'm not going to be crocheting anymore since I finished the Kirby. You're going to be seeing me do my bullet journal. Does anyone here bullet journal? I ask this almost every time and no one answers, so I assume no. But
you're all alone with your bullet journaling.
I'm all alone with my bullet journaling, but that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my nightly bullet journaling before I go to bed because I have responsibilities and I have to get up in the morning.
Not those.
Not those. I have my rehab tomorrow morning. Cardiac rehab. But I like to say it that way. I have rehab. You don't understand bullet journaling personally. Yeah. And then Robin's knitting some hot pads, just teaching herself to knit. Crocheting is better. I kid.
Knitting is better.
I started off knitting, but I like crocheting better. Yeah, I bullet journal more to keep track of lots of stuff. I mean, we're a household of 5 people. We have a lot of appointments. I'm the only one that can drive, so I really need to make sure I remember the appointments. And yes, there's the phone, but if I'm on the phone and I'm making an appointment, it's hard to look on the phone and make the appointment, you know? So since I can write it down and have it in a calendar, blah, blah, blah. Too much time involved in bullet journals. I mean, sure. You could also buy like pre-made bullet journals where all you gotta do is just fill it out and it's kind of like a journal or a diary, you know, of sorts, you know?
She's proselytizing the bullet journals.
I love crochet, but good to learn new skills. I mean, that is true. And knitting does have like a tighter knit, and it's softer than crocheting does. So I just never, like, I always wanted to do like round projects. So like the amigurumis that I do. And like with knitting, it's like you need a bunch of needles to do that. And I was just like, I'm going to lose them. Plus, you then have to read the journal. I mean, you don't have to read it. I mean, I guess you do, depending on what you're doing, but you think you organize things more chaotically. I mean...
Organized chaos is definitely a thing. I mean, that's pretty much how I do my art. It's bringing order out of the chaos that I'm seeing, you know. I definitely get that.
I'm usually not someone to write things down, but like I started bullet journaling just because I had a bad habit of not drinking enough in a day. This was before my surgery that I recently had. For years, I would go probably a whole day with drinking. I mean, I was lucky if I was drinking 24 ounces in a day. I was drinking just not enough. And I knew it, but I just couldn't get myself to do better. And I tried Habitica, the little gaming app thing. Kind of worked, kind of didn't. So then I started doing a bullet journaling, and then I would write down how many ounces I did every day, and that's what helped me. So that's kind of why I'm big into bullet journaling, because it helped me to better myself in that way. So I only started it just so I could be a healthier person and drink more in a day.
And it has expanded greatly from there.
Oh yeah, now I track bills and all sorts of goodies. And does drinking tea count? Yeah, I mean just any at all. Like literally before I was drinking, like I said, 24 ounces, and I'm not meaning water. I'm just meaning drinking. Anything I'm drinking. I struggle to drink more water. It's so hard. Yeah, as far as like, I drink a lot of water. You can ask Ira. So like, this is a 40-ounce jug, and it's just water. And I drink at least one of these every day, sometimes two. So I drink a lot of water. What helped me to get into drinking more water is to do like the fruit waters. So like adding fruit to the water. So like lemon was big for me. So I would like cut up a lemon, squeeze it in, and then plop it in as well and drink on it. Some people will do like frozen fruit and put it in their waters just so it gives it a flavor. So that's kind of what's helped me to get into it. For me, the water has to be really cold for me to really like it too. And since that's a metal jug, I can just, it stays cold for a long while. So ice cubes too. But yeah, fruit is what really has helped me to drink better. I mean, I've never really been a huge pop drinker. Don't get me wrong, I do drink pop, but I've not been like, not like Ira, addicted to Mountain Dew, drinking a whole case a day by himself.
In the past, not anymore.
In the past, yeah, he doesn't anymore. He drinks tea now. But I mean, if I'm only drinking 24 ounces in a day, and I drink like, you know, some juice, some pop, some tea, it's not really the healthiest thing, considering two of those are diuretics. Have diuretic effects to you. So, yeah. So.
What she's not mentioning is that she's already on diuretics because of her heart issues. So.
Well, yeah, now. Before I wasn't, but now I am. When I was drinking the 24 ounces, I wasn't on diuretic.
Yeah, I'm just saying though that like, even if you were to try to do it today, it'd be even worse because then you'd have even more of the diuretic stuff. So. See, I have low blood pressure too. Said, I mean, if it wasn't for tea, I wouldn't be drinking much at all. I have pretty low blood pressure too. Yeah, drinking just in general, as well as salt, will help low blood pressure. So. Jolene's blood pressure tends to be like 70 over 45-ish on average. And she drops down pretty rapidly, like to 60 over 40 a lot, so because again she's got the really bad heart issues. So
yeah, previous to my surgery I was like pretty much pegging like 90 over 60, and since the surgery it's unfortunately gotten lower. So I get what you mean about having low blood pressure, but so obviously I don't need to harp on you need to drink more. You obviously know. Napkin says, I mainly drink water, but I occasionally mix it up and go for some tea or lemonade. Oh, I am a sucker for lemonade. I
God.
love lemonade. I drink
She will
lemonade
drink
all the
nothing
time.
but. If she
I
could get away
also
with it.
I also really like, I got into this on, like, I only started drinking these like a few years ago, but I really like the Propel waters, the flavored waters. They don't taste weird like some of the other like flavored waters do, and I really like them. And it's good because now that I'm on the diuretics, my potassium, uh, they've okayed me to drink the Propel or Powerades or any of that stuff because my potassium levels aren't the happiest. But obviously I can't overdo it. But yeah, it's got electrolytes, but that's great. Your doctor told you to drink those because you faint very easily if you do any exercise. Yeah, they're good for you. I don't know if you've ever tried any of them, but they taste good to me. Napkin says a few lemon, a little sugar, a few ice cubes, and water blended all together makes great lemonade. Yeah, I mean, I buy lemon and I'll stick them in a freezer, and then I'll take one out, defrost it, cut it up. I have one of those. It's on the freezer. I won't get it. I kept a lemon shake-up cup from the fair, and I'll put the lemon in, some sugar and ice and water, shake it all up, and voila, there we go. I juice the lemon, but you get what I'm saying.
So,
That's what I do often.
if you don't mind saying, what causes your blood pressure to have the issues? Just curious, because again, we're big on talking about health stuff and everything. So
that and one of our kiddos has POTS, so if it's along those lines, we can sympathize.
Ha! Beat you to it, Robin. They haven't found anything yet. Okay, gotcha.
Do you know what your blood pressure generally tends to be? And then also, have you ever heard of POTS? Has that ever been brought up to you?
Yeah, so POTS is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. One of our kiddos goes through it where if they go from laying to sitting or sitting to standing, or they bend over, exercise, all that kind of stuff, it'll cause them to faint because their blood pressure just drops. So
it goes with the postural change. It's the postural.
Well, yeah.
Although let me ask too, do you have a fast heart rate? I don't know if that's common for all people with POTS, but that's something that our kiddo has too. Not to put you on the spot, we're kind of asking a lot of questions that you may or may not know or want to share.
Tell the strangers on the internet all about your health issues.
Okay, 60. That's 60. Okay, that's pretty good actually as a resting heart rate. Robin says, I have a rare disease called I can pronounce it, pulmonary atrial hypertension, which is my pulmonary artery is too small for my heart to push blood through. It also causes fainting and low systemic blood pressure and a really high heart rate. And then, so what blood type am I? Oh, we weren't asking blood type. We were asking,
Tell us all your health problems.
did you ask that?
Yeah, I was just joking, you know, tell the strangers on the
okay.
internet all about your health problems, you know.
You don't have to share blood type
Yeah,
if you
no.
don't know.
See, they caught the joke.
I'm A negative.
Well, good job. Now you revealed the information. Now the identity thieves are going to be able to come on in, swoop in, take our info, take our data, get our $20 out of our bank account.
Oh yeah. All because they know what my blood type is. But I didn't even know until December. So I mean, my at-rest heart rate is 110. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what Ollie's resting heart rate is? It's kind of, theirs is pretty high, but I can't remember.
I think
it's not that high.
I think it's I think it's 95 if I remember right.
Yeah. But it jumps up really quickly. Like just walking from one room to another, it gets up to like 140, but then it'll quickly go back down.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And that's just walking, not, you know. Oh yeah, I used to donate blood, but I got banned due to fading. Yeah, that'll happen. Although, thank you for donating. Goodness, how much blood did I go through for my surgery? 13?
You went through 13 units of blood. Literally, your entire blood system was changed. That was a rough surgery.
100. I'm so sorry, Robin. I know that's not like... Of course, you're probably kind of used to it, though, aren't you?
You mean like you and your low oxygen?
Right. Well, I mean, it's just like when mine was high, they're like, do you feel okay? I mean, I feel okay. It doesn't feel high to me. I mean, it doesn't feel fluttery or anything to me. To me, it shouldn't be that high, but I can't, you know, obviously it's not. So don't go by my word. Just like, yeah, no, I feel like my oxygen's fine. And yet, really, I'm here. We will check right now. Your oxygen one's 94. So I am currently 88 for oxygen and 90 for heart rate. Bottom one is the oxygen. Oh, 88 for heart rate. 88 and 88. I'm a complete circle. But yeah. Do they think with time your oxygen will come back up? I mean, 88 has been my normal since I was like, yeah, since I was like 9 maybe. It's just never gotten higher than that. So I would be a miracle if it ever got higher than 80s. Like, even on oxygen in the hospital, whether I'm having a surgery done or anything else, I have never in my life seen it reach above 94 that I can remember. So that's with assisted oxygen. So I mean, it would be a miracle if it ever were to reach the 90s on up and stay 90s on up. I wasn't sure if the surgery would help. I mean, the hope would be there. It's just because of the way that the heart works, there's the mixture of blood. There is the mixture of both. Even though my Fontaine got updated, the way that it functions and the way that it's built, there's perpetually mixed blood. So there's always oxygenated and unoxygenated blood going through my system at all times. And there's just because of the way that it's all set up and everything, that's just how it is. There's not much, unless they can come out with the artificial valve and an artificial ventricle to work for me, then this is kind of the setup I have. So if I were to wear my oxygen, it would be 100%, but that crap makes my nose so painful. Gotcha. I actually, online, I don't know, because I assume you just have a concentrator, right? I actually online bought one of the masks, so that I could wear it at night. Yeah. So I just went online. I just went on Amazon and just found a oxygen mask. It's a little
It's helped a lot.
big, but it has helped, yeah. And it's more comfortable to sleep with, so. Although since my surgery, it's been kind of difficult, and I'm sure that's just medical PTSD kicking in, but yeah. You couldn't find one. I can see if I could find one for you. Assuming that yours has the same connections that mine did. Alright, I messaged you the one that I got. Apria concentrate. Mine's the Everflow. It's the blue, gigantic looking thing. So I hope that works out for you if it does. Yeah, you're welcome. So I get it. They're not the comfiest things in the world. The beneficial thing for me is I have a small nose, so like the cannulas, whether it's for adults or kids, kind of fits my nose better than I know some people, so looks like it will. Okay, I hope it will.
Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm trying to concentrate, trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to do this or not.
It's okay, honey. I'm just going to ask you, drop a link for me, will you? Totally drop a link for me.
Do what?
You know, do a shout out for such and such person and do
Yeah, totally.
your nose is totally in this and if I ever murder my husband, it will be because he wakes up for 10 minutes and comes out and changes my TV, then goes back to bed. Oh. Dick, right? So question, Robin, if you don't mind my asking, do you sleep sitting up or are you able to sleep laying down? Have an adjustable bed, but you sleep on your stomach. Gotcha, okay. I wasn't sure if you had to, like, sleep, elevator or whatnot. I'm a side sleeper. Although I roll around, so it's kind of, I sleep however which way. Usually on Ira's side of the bed.
Yeah.
We have literally had to take a blanket and use it as a barrier, so I'd stop going to his side of the bed. Can't do pillow because that'd be too easy for me to just go roll over. Nah, I tried it, but couldn't sleep. My doctor said it's gonna be spoiled. I am digging that lantern.
Yeah, me too. I'm digging it all.
By the way, you had a sleep study but couldn't sleep. I know you talked about this yesterday, but I just remembered to reply.
That's the way it
So,
always goes.
so did they have to reschedule it for you, or what? I know when Ollie had their sleep study done, I was worried they would not be able to sleep. Number one, it was their first time being in a hospital, in any kind of setting, let alone having all the wires and stuff on their head because they went to the hospital itself. And then they usually sleep during the day, not at night. So, I mean, I was thinking it wasn't going to work. Nope, they said that told them what they needed. Oh, okay. What did it tell them? Can't sleep. Thankfully, Ollie was able to sleep, but I did not think it was going to happen. I was very happy that it did. Yeah, that you don't sleep. That's what it told them. I mean, sad thing is that's probably going to be Ira's experience when he finally gets it done. Because it's going to be weird sensations in his head, on his head, in his hair. And, yeah.
I already have a rough enough time.
Right, yeah. And then you're in a hospital with all the diodes on your head and everything, and it's all wrapped up in a big thing, and yeah. It's gonna be fun whenever I get mine done. With all my long hair and stuff. Trying to get all those knots out. Oh my gosh, I am not looking forward to that. Thankfully, I don't have an appointment set up, so I mean, it's not like right now it's happening. Although, because I have the concentrator, I don't really... I don't know. Do I still need it? I don't know. But it was to check for sleep apnea, which can cause Oh, your condition pulmonary atrial hypertension. But they got enough info to show that wasn't a problem. Okay, well that's good. I'm glad that despite your lack of sleep, they were able to determine that. Ira, this makes me think of a tarot card. You totally need to do tarot cards, honey. You totally do.
I've thought about it.
I have requested it on more than one occasion.
You have indeed.
Devane says tarot card sounds like a big project. I mean, don't have to do all of them. Could just do the face ones, the big ones, or just pick and choose random ones. I totally forgot that I had a friend that lives down in Louisiana. Well, on Facebook real quick and said he marked himself safe. I feel bad. Of course, it's not like I talk to him very often.
Bad friend, bad friend.
Right. I mean, it was a work acquaintance from long ago, and he still messages me on my birthday every year. Devane said, "Fair. I don't know much about tarot cards." Robin said, "Could do oracle cards. Don't need to do as many then. There are an average of 72 cards in tarot, but I've seen oracle decks with as few as 12. So there you go, baby." You can do it.
That could be cool. I can see about doing it. It's not like I'm adverse to it or something.
You own 24 tarot card decks, and then your cousin owns 140? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know
that's
she
good.
owns a ton of them.
Ollie B would love to see them, just so you know.
Oh, yeah. They would be 100% behind that. Redo this a little bit here.
I want to visit you. Honey, when are we going to visit?
Oh,
Just, both me and Ollie, we both have tarot cards of ourselves. Ollie has a pretty cool looking one. And then I have just like the standard writer, whatever deck. Not so fun looking. I'd like to get a cat one. I think I would vibe so much more if I got like a deck that had cats of some sort with it.
probably. Yeah.
It's like I remember years ago I ran across one. Yes, that one, Robin. I had ran across one like years ago that had cats, and it just so called to me. But I didn't get it because, well, that was back when I still lived with my mom. So obviously I didn't have money or a job, so I couldn't actually get it, but
Mean old mom. You're muted, babe.
I mean, to be brutally honest, she was open-minded enough. I'm sure I probably could have like been like, "Hey, mom, can I get a pack of tarot cards?" She probably would have been open to it. I mean, she would get astrology books and all the time. And
Yeah.
she was big into the zodiac. I mean, it's not like she wasn't at least slightly open-minded. we weren't Christians. We didn't go to church or anything. So,
Gasp, what?
I mean, we did at one point, but that was more to hang out with her sister.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look, see what you guys think here.
Oh, Robin's cousin had her dogs added in the new dog tarot deck. That's cute.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, and I'm looking. I have you on big screen. I am really digging it. I like all the little specks you've added. It's like little fireflies or something. And
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
I really dig it. I'm so happy that you stuck with the fact that it looked like an animal, like a little bunny of some sort.
Right, I had to. I had to.
I'm so happy. I definitely dig it. I love it.
You think it's one of your favorites? That's cool. That's cool.
Funnily enough, I was kind of thinking the same for me. Totally has nothing to do with the fact that it's an animal. It's cute, it has an animal, and I love it.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, I think then I will call this one. Because I'm pretty happy with it too. I may change a couple of things later depending on what, what ideas come to my mind or whatever. But yeah, I dig it. Is it one of your favorites now?
Believe it or not, you're actually the first to do it all this evening.
Yep. Nobody else has achieved it.
I could have done it like 30 times over right now, but I have a 10-point K paint splats I have.
Well, guys, I'm getting a little worn out. I do need to get some food, and I know Jolene is going to be going to bed here in just a few minutes herself. So I do think that we'll go ahead and duck out for the evening and call it a day. Do it. You're
Duck out.
Muted. There you go.
Duck out,
Yep. But I want to thank all of you guys for being here once again amongst this insanity that we have here. And either way, I hope that you guys have had a good time and had a good day, and that tomorrow is going to be even better. I know for some like me, it's been a long week today. So, yeah. You got anything you want to say, darling dear? Love of my life.
I hope everyone has a good evening, sleeps well, or has a good day, depending on where you're at. And yeah, loves to everyone. And if you're in the path of the hurricane, hope you're weathering it well and stay safe.
Indeed. We'll do a raid. We'll go ahead and raid Charles Lister. He was in here earlier this evening, and his art is really, really good. You guys are going to love the stuff that he does. I guarantee it. Really, really cool stuff.
Yes, his stuff is really, really cool. I really, really love his style.
Give me 1 second. I'll get it all set up here. There we go. It helps if I spell it correctly, right? Mm-hmm. Indeed. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Much love to y'all. Keep safe out there. Have fun. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.
Incoming customer detected.
Keep your eyes open, boys.
We need to have a serious talk!
Blind Dad does. What's up, man?